The soft or common rush is very common in damp grasslands and around the edges of ponds and streams. It likes full sun, and it does really well in a clay soil. Here, it sort of grows any kind of grassland. It's quite difficult to control. It's quite a nuisance, really. But it does create quite a habitat within it. And you see they have quite little spikes at the end, and that's quite sharp. They've got little hollow. The leaves are like hollow, mostly. They're kind of filled with a kind of pith, which is supposed to have some kind of sedative properties and anti-inflammatory properties. And you can eat the young shoots, but they're not recommended as they contain a few unpleasant things, but they have been eaten in the past. I'm going to try a little bit of pith. No, that's nasty. Right, so they're supposed to be nicer on the young shoots. So yeah, they're kind of big spiky things that sort of often take over whole fields. And they do often harbour quite a lot of life. There's a lot of plants that are protected by them, and animals that call them their home. And they can sort of be marginal, but they're not usually. So they grow into maybe a foot of water, but really if it's sort of seasonal, if it dries out in the summer, then they sort of like it, but they don't really grow in deep water. But they are kind of like marginal or damp ground, and they grow into these very fierce looking clumps like this, which are one of a nightmare to get rid of, really. You sort of cut them back repeatedly, that sort of weakens them, or you can sort of dig them up, but they take a big chunk of soil with them, so you have to replace the hole with some nice soil that you brought in from somewhere else. But yeah, they're kind of a nuisance. Strimming is probably the best thing, just repeatedly strimming them. They are kind of tough, too tough for lawnmowers. But yeah, they quite a spiky kind of thing. It's not very good for livestock to eat. Yeah, they are also invasive in some parts of the world. They're like South Africa and Australia. But here they're just very, very common. This is quite an invasive plant, really. If an unmanaged field can just be taken over by them, particularly if it's a clay soil.